Hello and welcome to another episode of History Book Corner. And just in time for the Christmas season coming up, I want to talk a little bit about this book right here that deals with the Christmas Truce of 1914. It was written by Malcolm Brown and Shirley Seaton, published in 1994 through Pan Publishing Company. And this is a fairly cheap book that you can buy off of Amazon. And I highly recommend this because of the fact that there's so much information in here about the Christmas Truce. So to kind of build things up a little bit real quickly, in 1914, Europe is pretty much witnessing World War I. Trench warfare is becoming pretty much the normal everyday scenery for many of these troops from the countries that are fighting, particularly along the Western Front. And hopes of a war ending by Christmas is starting to fade. And this book here has got lots of first-hand accounts, lots of different images. So it is very interesting to read. And it's a pretty good interpretation of the events that led up to and what happened during the Christmas Truce. And it also talks about how the military powers ultimately had to change troop positions and start moving troops away, because there for a while in some certain places the truce lasted all the way up until about New Year's. And it's a very powerful story, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The book here, like I said, it talks about the events leading up to the Christmas Truce, particularly on Christmas Eve, when singing from the German side would break out, and then the British counterparts, and in some cases the French counterparts, would also start singing the songs back in their native tongue. And in some places a truce actually broke out in the middle of no man's land. And then Christmas morning comes and that truce starts spreading along other areas of the Western Front, to the point where soldiers are exchanging different gifts such as chocolate for maybe coffee, or trying to obtain souvenirs. One, I think, the British soldier who actually got one of the pickelhaube helmets from the German. And then, of course, not too long after that, there was a parade exercise in which that German soldier needed to get that helmet back, and he managed to do so. And then after the parade was over, he gave the helmet back. Talks about how some areas, there was a couple games like soccer that had broken out, and it goes from there. And it talks about how the governments were very cautious about what was going on. They tried to go ahead and stop this in many places before it happened, but then it happened. And because of that, a lot of the troops now saw that the propaganda that they were being told about their counterparts that they were fighting was not exactly true. And in fact, some of the soldiers actually tried to become good friends. So something needed to be done by the military in order to get the war back on track. It also talks about the 5 Americans who participated in the Christmas Truce, as well as some of the areas where fighting did not stop on Christmas Day, but rather it raged on. So if you're looking for military history that has a special meaning, that is very uplifting, go ahead and check out the Christmas Truce. Like I said, it's a story that you won't be, you'll enjoy. So till then, we'll see you later.